Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are at SimRace Sweden to actually try the new wheelbase from Simagic, the EVO Pro, and we are testing out the 80 Nm version. It's just a first test. It's not a long-term review, but we've been playing around here for a couple of days, just trying it in a few different games and a few different cars, just to kind of see, okay, what is the feeling of this? What's the what's the verdict? Do we want to try this? Do we want to buy this? And I can say the price to feeling and quality ratio, I would say it's extremely well balanced, because this feels like a premium product, but it comes in at an insane price. It starts at $399 and goes to $549 for a 12 Nm version, and then $699 excluding tax for the 18 Nm version. The thing that you kind of feel right when you jump into it, I'm just sitting here driving right now as well. Got some help from Johan, who's a really nice racing coach. I shaved off almost a full second of my lap at Circuit de Lebanon with the Mazdas. So, but yeah, one thing that you straight away feel when you sit in it is that if you compare it to, let's say, the Asetek, which is the one I drove this weekend before, the details in the feedback and the details when you go over the curb, you still feel everything, but it's a lot smooth is the wrong version, but it feels more lifelike. It's not like shopping in your hands like you can do with like the Asetek, or actually even the Simucube now when this comes out. But I think the Simucube also has a couple of years since release, and I mean, I still love the Simucube because there's so much you can do that you can actually kind of get lost into it. What we did now with this one is we actually turned all the filters, all the dampening and everything off in the software and just go on iRacing's filters that they actually provided, and it feels amazing. It's super smooth, even though I have a high Newton meter. It's easy to feel where you have the car. You can definitely feel it. But like I said, the price for the 80 Newton meter version, it's gonna be $699 excluding VAT. So it probably lands somewhere around 800 or 900 euros shipped. But compare that to other wheelbases out there right now, which are considerably more expensive with less of a feel in, I'd say that it's a bargain. As you know, Simagic has been around for quite some time now. This is not like their first generation of wheelbase. This is actually the second. They have like the Alpha line, the Alpha Mini. This is actually their, second generation, their second try at doing a wheelbase. And you can really tell that technology has taken leaps forward compared to a couple of years ago when they had a motor and you just, put the signal in. It's really interesting. And in terms of specs, I mean, like I said, there are a lot of specs that you can read, and you can watch Boosted Media's video when he releases it, because he always does these incredibly detailed videos about everything. But what you need to know, it's 80 Newton meters. It's got a new kind of motor that keeps it actually super silent and also relatively free of vibrations. Like if you feel on it, you can't really feel any type of vibrations inside of the wheelbase, which is not the case with a lot of wheelbases today. So that's one neat thing. What's also new is that Simagic is releasing a new software which gives you tons of possibilities in terms of fine-tuning your wheelbase to be exactly how you want it. So it's not just one filter or one effect that you can change. Now it's literally tens of different aspects, tens of different small things that you can change in order to get your wheelbase working just how you want it. What's also new with this generation of wheelbases is if we look at the connector. There's a new connector, and there will be a third-party solution which will give you the possibility to use your existing wheels and the dashboards within those wheels without having to use USB cables, which is a really nice solution. Also, if we look here, there is magnetic connectors. So you're going to be able to put up dashboards that will fit straight into the wheelbase without any cables as well. And we're on the topic of the magnetic connector that we have here. Simagic are releasing new wheels with dashboards they can actually remove from the wheel and put on the wheelbase, which means it's a lot easier if you're a car where you need to do a lot of turning. it can be nice to have the dashboard in front of you instead of, you know, it just going back and forth. So I think that's a really nice and innovative thing to be doing. And I mean, it's not released yet, but I'm really curious to see how it works when it actually get out there. Just to, you know, make a quick summary of this kind of first look that we had, it is definitely affordable for what you get. It's got great feedback, it's got good feeling. And actually one thing that really stood out to us was when we went to Monza in the last chicane, where you go over the sausage curb, you can really feel it, but if you lose it, you can actually start saving it within the wheelbase because it's so detailed and fast with giving you the feedback. So it actually makes driving a lot more intuitive than before. The wheelbase, like I said, is going to come in 3 different versions. You have the 9 Newton meter, 12 and 18, and they start at $399 ex VAT, and the 18 Newton meter version goes for $699 plus, you know, taxes and shipping. With that said, it is an incredible package that really delivers something that you can put on your rig and have fun straight away. And one thing that we didn't really touch on is the back of the wheelbase, and it has so many ports for, you know, different kind of accessories, so you don't need to have multiple hubs or multiple USBs. It's going to be easy to just kind of put everything into the wheelbase and then kind of go from there. That's also going to be supported with the new software where you can actually see all the different products that you have plugged in from Simagic. Would I recommend it? Well, if I was starting with sim racing right now and I was on a budget, or maybe actually not a budget, I would definitely have this as the main contender in terms of a new wheelbase, because to be honest, it really made it fun driving. That was one of the big things that stood out, because it just feels intuitive, and I don't know if it's those nice spinning lights, but it really feels fun. I enjoy driving this, you know, just crunching laps, trying to beat Johan, which I actually did in the Mazdas with, you know, 200ths of a second, but yeah, I still beat him. Let's not talk about Monza, but it's a really fun wheelbase. It's affordable, it's easy. I can guarantee that it will deliver an immense amount of fun for you over a long time. If I was, you know, if I were to have this for a longer time, I think that a lot of my wheelbases that I have would kind of fade away, to be honest. But I mean, with that said, this is my first short-term review. We've been here for the weekend. I'm gonna try to get one home so I can have it a bit of a, you know, a longer review of it to see how it feels over time and what kind of settings I can tweak. So, but yeah, for now, this is definitely something that I can recommend. And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And also, I'm a bit curious, did you try the previous version of the Simagic wheelbases, or will you get this one? Or what wheelbase are you now? Are you on a belt driven, or are you on an direct drive? You know, let me know in the comments. And yeah, see you in the next one. Ciao.